Following a sexual assault, victims are encouraged to go to the hospital, not only for medical treatment, but also to collect what's called a rape kit. The DNA collected for that kit can be key for prosecutors to get an accused rapist convicted and off the streets. But an I-9 investigation found thousands of rape kits remain untested across Iowa, with some sitting on shelves for decades. KCRG TV9's chief investigative reporter Josh Scheinblum explains.
In a report expected to be released tomorrow, the Iowa Attorney General's office will unveil the number of untested rape kits in Iowa. But that may not tell the whole story. Rape kits are often handled differently depending on policies of the investigating agency, and it can take months or years in Iowa to test a rape kit. That is, if it's tested at all.
And having an invasive procedure done like that can probably seem like they're being victimized all over again.
Sexual assault advocate Lindsay Piper deals firsthand with the trauma a sexual assault victim experiences when undergoing a rape kit exam. It's physically intrusive and typically lasts 3 to 4 hours.
And depending on the type of assault for which they're presenting to the ER, it can also be extremely painful.
Through a records request with the state, I-9 learned throughout Iowa there is a backlog of rape kits, with at least 4,265 untested rape kits currently in storage, each one belonging to a potential victim, with the oldest one dating back to 1992.
There's no way the lab could handle the burden of those kits.
Janelle Malone with the Attorney General's office is investigating the extent of the problem. She spent the last year surveying law enforcement agencies, something her office is required to do by a law passed in the legislature last year.
I definitely think what we'll find is that there are kits that, with a greater level of clarity, with better education, probably would have been submitted long before now.
I-9 dug to see how many of these untested kits are from our viewing area. In our own survey, we asked 13 police departments from Iowa City to Decorah how many are currently in their possession, along with the date the oldest one was collected. We found just shy of 1,030. The most are in Cedar Rapids with 420, followed by Iowa City with 211, and then Waterloo. They have 108. The oldest unprocessed kit we could find is in Mount Vernon. It dates back to 1993. Currently in Iowa, the decision whether or not to send a rape kit to the state crime lab for processing is up to the individual agency. And under current Iowa law, they're only required to hold on to it for 10 years. After that time, they can be destroyed. For instance, Dubuque police say they disposed of a kit from 2003 after 12 years because a, quote, suspect not identified, end quote. Is that exactly why you want a rape kit tested?
Well, again, we want to try and test all those sexual assault kits, especially in a situation like that.
While it's not a requirement to test every rape kit in Iowa, those like DCI Crime Lab Supervisor Paul Bush think if lawmakers can provide the funding, they should be. People are being exonerated for crimes that they didn't commit because untested rape kits are finally being tested. Isn't that testament alone to why we should be testing every one?
I would say, again, if we have the resources to do that, that is the best case scenario.
Police at many departments gave TV9 News a variety of reasons why they may choose not to test a kit. Some include they found the alleged victim's complaint to be false, consideration for the heavy workload at the state lab, or the county attorney declined to prosecute. At any given time, the state crime lab handles around 300 rape kits. The average turnaround time for 2016 was 109 days. For now, we're in studio. Josh Scheinblum, KCRG, TV9 News.
To see how many untested rape kits police departments have, head on over to our website, kcrg.com.